Does it seem like you're spending all of your time going on date after date? Today I'm going to show you how to stop wasting your time on guys that don't deserve it and give that time to the guys that do. I'm Jen Goodfriend, and I'm a love and relationship coach for soul-centered, successful, driven women looking to find their soulmate. So tip number one is the word no. Let's say it. Say it with me. No. You do not have to accept a date with every person that asks you out. You are not obligated to do this. So next time someone asks you out and you're like, no, like you're thinking, God, like I just don't feel this, and it's almost like a pity date, then say no. There's nothing saying you have to go on a date with this person. The best thing you can do is to say no, move on, and spend your time and energy looking for somebody that you really do want to go on a date with. Tip number two is take moments to save hours. So many of us, we meet someone online, in person, whatever it is, and then they ask us out on a date. We say meet up for coffee, drinks, dinner, something along those lines. And these dates can take 30, 40, 50, even 60 minutes or even longer. And that's a lot of time out of our day. And then you get to the end of the date and you realize this isn't someone I really see myself with. Like, oh, like there goes another hour of my life. And this is when you start getting frustrated because you're spending all these time going on these dates with guys that just aren't matching up to what you're looking for. So I say take a couple minutes so that you can save a couple hours. And what do I mean by this is I always get on the phone with guys. When I was doing the dating thing, when I was ready to find my soulmate, I would get on the phone with a guy before I even went on a date. That way I can pre-qualify. I can jump on the phone for 5 minutes and get a pretty good idea of whether this is going to be date worthy or not. Not saying that that first date isn't going to go the way you want it or may not turn out, like being the guy that you thought he was, but at least you're going to have a chance to weed out a lot of those guys that you can kind of tell. Like you can get on the phone and right away you get that gut feeling, or you just know that I'm not even going to justify a date. And then you can get off the phone. It's 5 minutes rather than 60 minutes or more of your time out of your day, and you can move on and go on to the next one. The final tip is to getting out of that texting trap. So this is something even myself, I found myself trapped in, and many other women I talk to have the same issue. You meet somebody, maybe you've hit it off, you've had that initial phone call, and maybe you've gone on that first date, maybe you haven't, but all of a sudden you're texting back and forth. And this is great because you're getting to know the person, you're getting to see if you guys have things in common, but you get stuck in that texting trap and you don't actually go on that first date, or you don't go on a second, third, or fourth date. You just are like texting buddies. And we all have texting buddies already. We don't need another one. We're looking for our soulmate. So in order to see if the chemistry is there, if this is going anywhere, you need to stop texting and start seeing this person. And this is completely in your control. So next time they send you a text, you know what, give it a little bit of time. Let it wait, don't reply right away. And then when you do, just be like, hey, I'm loving our text conversations. We really need to, continue this in a personal setting, in a face-to-face manner, because I'm really enjoying this and I really want to see your face and I really want to get to know you. How about we plan our next date, or how about we plan our first date? That's going to then put the ball in their court and get them thinking, wow, like this woman, I like that. She's confident. She's strong. Like she knows what she wants. And that's going to really turn these guys on. And it's also going to help weed things out, because if this guy is just looking for a texting buddy, if this guy is not truly looking for a commitment, that may then kind of send him away. You may not hear from him. And that's okay. That's weeding out the guys you don't want. But if this guy is really worth it, he's going to step up. He's going to want to ask you on a date. He's going to want to then plan the date, and he's going to want to take you out. So I hope these tips have really helped you and helped you to, take that feeling of, oh my God, this is a time waster, and turning it into, oh, this is kind of fun, because dating is fun. It should be enjoyable and fun and make you feel great about yourself and great about everything else. And it shouldn't drag you down, and it shouldn't be like, oh my God, it's just another date, or oh my God, it's just another thing I have to do in my already busy day. It should not be that way. So take these tips to help turn your dating life around and take your love from boring and bland and maybe non-existent to happy, fun, and enjoyable, and on your way to finding your soulmate. Thanks for checking out this week's video, and make sure to stop back every week and check out my new videos full of dating tips, advice, and help to help you find your soulmate relationship.